Have you ever worked hard, been careful with money, tried to do the right things, and still felt like your financial life is more fragile than it should be? Not chaotic, not falling apart, just fragile. Like one unexpected expense, one pause in income, or one wrong decision would shift everything. If that sounds familiar, there is a reason for it. And it is not because you are bad with money. It is not because you are irresponsible. And it is not because you have not worked hard enough. Very often, it is because a small set of quiet money rules are shaping your financial future in the background. These rules do not announce themselves. They do not come with instructions, and no one really sits you down and explains them clearly. But they influence almost every financial decision you make, how safe you feel, how much risk you are willing to take, and whether money creates calm or constant pressure in your life. Today, I want to walk you through 5 money rules that quietly decide where most people end up financially. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. These rules are rarely taught in school. They are almost never explained at work, and most people only start noticing them after years of feeling stuck without understanding why. This video is not about quick tips. It is not about telling you what to buy, what to invest in, or how to get rich fast. It is about understanding the structure that shapes your financial life, whether you notice it or not. Because once you see these rules clearly, money stops feeling random. Patterns start to appear. Let's start with the first rule. Income feels powerful, but income does not decide security. Most people grow up believing that earning more money is the solution to financial stress. And income does matter. It helps. It gives you options. But it does not protect you in the way most people expect it to. What matters more than the size of your income is how fragile it is. 2 people can earn the same amount of money every month. One depends entirely on a single paycheck, has high fixed expenses, no meaningful savings, and people relying on them financially. The other has lower monthly obligations, some breathing room, maybe a small emergency fund, or even a second income source. On paper, their incomes look identical. In real life, they feel completely different. One feels pressure even in good months. The other feels relatively calm even when something goes wrong. Security does not come from how much you earn. It comes from how dependent your life is on that one number continuing without interruption. If missing one paycheck would immediately cause problems, even a good income can feel weak. This is why income increases often fail to reduce stress over time. Expenses rise alongside income. Lifestyle adjusts upward. Dependence increases. The number gets bigger, but fragility stays. Many people reach income levels they once dreamed of and still feel one step behind. The quiet rule here is simple. If you rely on every dollar you earn just to survive the month, security is already thin. And when income does not feel strong or stable enough, people usually respond in very predictable ways. That leads directly to the second rule. Debt does not just affect numbers. It affects behavior. Monthly obligations quietly shrink your options long before you realize it. When an opportunity comes up, you do not just ask whether it is a good idea. You ask something else first. Can I afford the risk? High fixed payments turn uncertainty into danger. So people choose predictability, stability, routine. Not because they lack ambition or creativity, but because disruption becomes expensive very quickly. Debt does not make people reckless. It makes people cautious, and caution shapes careers, relationships, and life decisions over long periods of time. 2 people can earn the same income. One has heavy EMIs, credit card payments, and fixed obligations. The other has flexibility and lower monthly commitments. One says no to opportunities without fully exploring them. The other at least has the space to consider them. Debt negotiates your future long before you consciously decide anything. It sets boundaries around what feels possible. Many people misinterpret this pressure as personality. They think they are naturally risk-averse, naturally conservative, naturally cautious, when in reality, they are responding logically to financial constraints. Invisible weight shapes visible choices. This is where the system starts separating people more clearly. Because the third rule determines who benefits first when the broader environment changes. Assets respond first, income responds last. When interest rates change, when governments inject money into the economy, or when markets react to global events, assets move quickly. Stock prices adjust. Property values shift. Business ownership reacts. Income does not respond the same way. Wages adjust slowly, often years later, often after the cost of living has already changed. So people who rely primarily on income experience these changes as pressure. Expenses rise first. Rent goes up. Groceries get more expensive. Pay does not rise at the same speed. Meanwhile, people whose financial lives include assets experience the same system very differently. They might not control what is happening, but they are positioned closer to where changes appear first. This difference is not about intelligence, and it is not about effort. It is about position within the system. Where your money sits determines how quickly it reacts when the world changes. Most people are never shown this distinction clearly. They just feel like life is getting more expensive, harder, and faster without knowing why some people seem to move ahead more easily. Now let's step away from money and numbers for a moment. Because the fourth rule is psychological, and it affects almost everyone. For a long time, comfort was framed as success. Stable jobs, predictable routines, minimal disruption. And comfort is not wrong. Rest matters, stability matters, peace matters. But in a changing system, comfort has a cost. Avoiding discomfort often means avoiding adaptation. Staying in roles you have outgrown because they feel safe. Avoiding uncomfortable conversations about money. Postponing learning new skills because the process feels uncertain or demanding. Each decision feels reasonable in the moment, even mature, even responsible. But over time, these choices quietly compound. Short-term comfort can slowly turn into long-term pressure. The cost does not usually appear right away. It shows up later, when options feel limited, progress feels slow, and stress feels confusing. The rule here is not never choose comfort. The rule is to know when comfort is helping you recover and when it is quietly keeping you stuck. Because in a system that changes quickly, avoiding all discomfort becomes a risk of its own. And the final rule explains why some people feel calmer, even when uncertainty increases. The system does not reward effort by default. It rewards awareness. Hard work matters. Effort matters. But effort applied under the wrong assumptions, inside a system you do not understand, often becomes exhausting instead of empowering. Many people work extremely hard and feel permanently behind, not because they are doing nothing, but because they are playing a complex game without ever being shown the rules. Awareness does not guarantee success. It does not eliminate uncertainty or risk, but lack of awareness almost guarantees confusion. When you understand the rules, you stop fighting invisible forces. You choose better battles. You apply effort where it actually compounds. And stress becomes easier to interpret. Effort combined with awareness feels like progress. Effort without awareness often feels like struggle. None of these rules announce themselves. They do not trend. They do not go viral. They do not come packaged as advice. But together, they quietly shape outcomes. How dependent you are on income. How much debt shapes your decisions. Where your money sits in the system. How much comfort you prioritize. And whether effort is paired with understanding. This channel exists to make those systems visible. Not to sell shortcuts. Not to promise quick transformations. But to replace confusion with clarity. So you stop blaming yourself inside a system you were never shown how to navigate. This is the hidden system.